we are looking at these numbers, 278 for NDA, and most of these Lok Sabha constituencies, depending on, of course, the size of it, have close to 20 to 25 rounds. So when we are looking at 915, even if EVM rounds would have begun in number of them, it would have been only first or second round, because after the first round, all the polling agents sit across, then there is that signing and the formality that is completed before the second round begins.
Maria, 2 points on what you say. One, yes, these may be the initial rounds of the EVM, and these could strengthen or change.
Yes.
Second point, I think I would like to emphasize, a lot of the trends are coming from states where the NDA and not just the BJP are contesting. So therefore, you see the large non-BJP NDA leads also coming, because you're talking of Maharashtra, you're talking of Bihar, you're talking of states where the non-BJP partners are also there. So I think I would still wait till around 9:30, 9:45 to see the crystallizing of the trends. The direction seems clear. The intensity of that direction, I would still wait for 9:30, 9:45.
You know, because I'm looking at these leads. Look at Gujarat. It shows out of 21, the BJP, is trailing in 5. Haryana -6, many would say it's believable. Jharkhand -2, many would say again is believable.
Look at Uttar Pradesh.
But then if you go ahead and look at Madhya Pradesh, the one seat where BJP is not doing well, could be again the seat of Chindwara, which has been won by Kamal Nath's family for very long. Rajasthan, it's -10. So I would still be very, very cautious when we look at these numbers, because it's very, very early moment, particularly keeping in mind Gujarat.
I think, Maria, we tended to dismiss when people talked about Gujarat. There are 3, 4, 5 seats by name, they would say, where there is a takkar. And because Gujarat is Gujarat, the Prime Minister and Home Minister state, it seemed unthinkable. But is that what that is getting reflected? And remember, the overall number, India is climbing faster now in the last sort of 20 minutes or so. I mean, we shouldn't come to any conclusion. I absolutely agree with you. Last time also we made this mistake. But it doesn't look to be an absolute runaway thing, 400, as the exit polls had predicted.
What's the most surprising aspect of all of this, and again, just to add to Maria's argument that we really should be waiting, is because despite conventional wisdom, it's the India alliance which is ahead of the NDA in Uttar Pradesh. 74 out of 80 seats are seeing trends at this stage, where it's 37-36 in favor of India. The India alliance is up 31, the NDA down 22. So some would suggest that these would be pretty early, because I don't think any exit poll, anybody would have expected a change so drastic in the state of Uttar Pradesh, which is key obviously for any political party or alliance looking to win these elections.
Yeah, so I think, look, right from the beginning, there was never any doubt that NDA would form the next government. I don't think that was ever in doubt. It was really a pipe dream to expect India to get the numbers that they were projecting and form the government. The question is really, where would the NDA stop? Would it stop at 300? Would it cross and go into 350, 400? Today, as per the trends we're seeing, it looks like they cannot go beyond 300.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be at the moment, unless things change. As Sandeep ji said, let's wait till 10 for the trends to crystallize. And the two key battleground states, which we have been talking about through all these weeks, Maharashtra and UP. These are the two key battleground states that are going to determine the fate of the BJP and the NDA. And so, at the moment, the numbers are not looking very good for the NDA.
Yes, because
India is putting up a huge fight.
In Maharashtra.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because in Uttar Pradesh, if we were to look at that number, and I'll ask the producer to put that on the television screens, because it's -22 for the NDA, because there is Apna Dal and Nishad Party also part of it, and +31 for the India bloc. Again, early trends, but how do you look at this? So how do you look at Uttar Pradesh numbers?
Look, the Uttar Pradesh looks tight at the moment. I would still say we should wait for some more rounds to come in, because in all elections, the leader, whichever is the leader in the constituency or the state, tends to pull away as more numbers come.
Sure.
But certainly, whatever we've heard on the ground, about a consolidation of OBC votes and some Dalit votes in favor of the India alliance seems to be bearing out. It's a very gritty fight at the moment.
It's a tough fight that has been.
All right, there's some breaking news coming in from the markets which have just opened or a little while back. They are down, I believe 2% is what I've been told at this stage, or 1100 points. The Sensex has gone down 1100 points. So the markets, the Nifty is down over 300 points. Professor Shastri, the markets are spooked. Do any of you want to talk about the markets? I mean,
I think this is an immediate reaction to the early trends that you see.
Yeah, because the markets opened at 9.
The expectation that the NDA would be much higher and the BJP would be much higher in the leads is something that it is responding to. But Vishnu, if you look at, again, I'm looking at the left box.
Yes.
If you look at the BJP leads and the Congress leads, very clearly, much of our numbers are coming from where there is a direct contest between the Congress and the BJP now. And there, you gave the example of Gujarat, you gave the example of Madhya Pradesh, you gave the example of Rajasthan. And there it is, I think the differences are coming because you see the left box talks about 50 leads down for the BJP and 44 leads up for the Congress. And that's where I think the difference is clearly coming in the leads.
Let's go across to Adil Boparai, who joins us at this stage of the Congress Party. Adil, thanks very much for being with us. Are you encouraged by the trends that you see on the screen right now, or do you believe it's still early days? And any comments at all on what is happening in Uttar Pradesh, with the caveat, of course, that very early, these are still leads?
Vishnu, a couple of pointers. Firstly, right from the word go, we were very confident about this election. And our feedback is that the leads in favor of the India alliance will further solidify. Having said this, yes, indeed, these are early hours. I think we'll have a clearer picture by 11:30 or so. But our information is that the EVM counting has started. The postal ballots appears to be over. Point number one. Point number two, there are two battleground states in my opinion. One is Uttar Pradesh and the second is Maharashtra. The exit pollsters, regardless of the final outcome and the final tally, I think one very key takeaway is that the exit pollsters got Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh wrong. Our feedback was that the BJP will be reduced to in their 40s when it comes to Uttar Pradesh, and they will be decimated. More particularly, Eknath Shinde's party will be decimated in Maharashtra. The early trends do indicate that that seems to be the case. Having said this, I think let's wait till about 11:30. The India alliance will do much better than what the BJP and their very ardent acolytes had really hoped.
Okay,
let
GVL,
it
what's
play
your
out.
assessment?
I think we'll have a better
it's
picture.
9:22 now, and early trends aren't really, of course, the majority mark has been crossed as per early trends, but it's not as the exit polls were suggesting. All of them were in the upwards of 330, 340.
Maria, as I mentioned earlier, there are many states where things got reversed completely by 10:30. So therefore, I think coming to any conclusions based on counting of just postal ballots, in some cases the numbers are very, very small. So therefore, I suggest, I'm looking at the Election Commission site, where on some of the seats, in fact, is EVM counting is available, where almost 50,000 votes have been counted. Therefore, I think if your technical team can separate these two and look at only leads based on EVM counts and early leads based on postal ballots, that will tell you a better story. And for that to really clarity to say, currently these two are, you have merged these two trends coming from only past postal ballots and also including the EVM count. Therefore, the picture will not become clear until 10:30. At least you will get a better picture by 10:30. So I think broadly, NDA majority government is clearly visible on your screens. We are very confident of a full majority BJP government. There can be I think I have no doubt about that whatsoever.
The trends seem to be quite clearly indicating that, GVL Narasimha Rao. I think the only question at this stage is the margin of that, and I think that will firm up in a while from now. But some would suggest, and I think it's a fair assessment, that this isn't going to be 400 in favor of the NDA. Whether you get to the 350 or mark based on the current trends is something that needs to be looked at. But if these trends hold, then you're already past, the magic mark.
Figure.
But I think, Maria, there's just half a sec, Aarti, and then you're welcome to jump in on this. It's 4-3 right now in Delhi. in favor of the NDA, but in a state where the BJP won all the seats last time around, it is quite interesting. And in terms
it's a bellwether state.
it is a bellwether state, so it's a narrow, I mean, it's narrowly in favor of the BJP at this stage. Chandni Chowk, the BJP is trailing in Chandni Chowk. The BJP is leading, is Manoj Tiwari in northeast Delhi. Kanhaiya Kumar is trailing at this stage of the Congress party. Jayaprakash Agarwal of the Congress party is trailing. And Basuri Swaraj is leading in the New Delhi constituency. Somnath Bharti is trailing at this stage.
So who's leading in the India alliance?
The India alliance.
Jayaprakash Agarwal.
Yeah, 3 seats they've given India Alliance.
Yeah, so where they're
So
leading?
who are the 3, which are the 3 seats?
Delhi East?
Now they're saying trails. that
Mansuri
she's
is trailing also, it says.
Basuri Swaraj says it's leading at this
Leading,
stage,
okay.
but we'll just
but
find
your
out.
screen says trails.
We'll just find out where.
Yes, we'll try and get those details. But we'll try and connect with our reporters as well who are at various counting centers. Now, Manoj Tiwari is leading and Adil is back with us. That is Kanhaiya Kumar. We were seeing this as a very important battle. Adil, any word on this battle between Manoj Tiwari and Kanhaiya Kumar in Northeast Delhi? The numbers, I mean, initial numbers suggest that
I think
Manoj
Mr.
Tiwari
Kanhaiya
could
Kumar.
very well, he's leading. Yes.
I'm sorry. Please come. Well, I think, and this is something. In fact, I also had gone to that constituency and got a first-hand experience. I think the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party and Mr. Kanhaiya Kumar particularly, and kudos to him, he ran a very, very spirited campaign. I think Northeast Delhi will go down to the last wire. Let's hold our horses on Northeast Delhi. But again, even if we go by the early trends, even if we go by the first 2-3 rounds of counting, it appears to be a 4-3 situation, a 4-3 matrix in Delhi. So therefore, right from the beginning, I think one clear deduction which can be made, and I think all your panelists would perhaps agree with me, one clear deduction is that this is a very closed election. Notwithstanding BJP's propaganda of 400, their gimmick of 400, the exit polls chipping in and trying to lift the BJP, I think one thing is very clear, this is a close election, regardless of the final numbers. And we are confident, I again repeat to you, we are very confident of performing spectacularly in states like Haryana, in states like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and Karnataka particularly. And in my home state of Punjab, I think the Congress party's performance is stupendous till now. The BJP will be reduced to 0. The Aam Aadmi party there appears to be anti-incumbency, and the Congress is benefiting from that anti-incumbency. Most of our leaders, our former Chief Minister Mr. Channi, our President, we are leading, and you will see a lot of surprises.
All right. GVL wanted
as
to
the
come
day
in on
moves
that.
forward.
Adil, let's just listen to what
Vishnu,
go ahead.
Congress has a habit of claiming victory even in a very straight third term defeat. The BJP is forming the next government. Even your numbers suggest that. A third time in a row. This is historic. This has not happened in half a century or maybe even longer. So what the BJP is doing today is a historic. Okay, with regard to exit polls, if the numbers turn out to be fewer than what they are,